Can you hear me?
Hi guys,
Hello.
Hi.
I clicked record.
Can you hear me?
I
Yeah,
hear you. Hey, Zach.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Zach?
How you guys doing?
it's an echo actually.
Okay.
I'm gonna switch to headphones. I hope this reduces echo. So, should we start?
Let's do.
Sure.
My name is Ami, and I'm running for to be elected. Who's next?
I'm not running for election. I'm here to vote. My name is Zach. I work for Liquid Apps. I also have been an EOS community member since Genesis.
Hello, guys.
My name-
is Nuno. Sorry.
You
Go
go on, Nudimar. You go first.
Hello, guys. Okay, thank you. Hello, guys. My name is Nuno. I'm a newbie. I'm here to give away my vote to help the community to find the best way to maximize the resource. And let's do this. Han?
Yes, my name is Han, and I operate EOS BP called Node One, and I'm not intent to run for this election. So I'd love to hear what Ami would say.
Yeah.
That's not.
It's yours to lose, man. You just gotta.
Okay, so I know Han. I sat next to him in a breakfast in one of the hackathons, one of the early events of Block One. And I know Zach from Liquid Apps. I'm working with one of the DSPs, that's Liquid Apps operator of a node with an additional layer on top of that. And I know Nuno from watching the videos of the first trial election. So, and I was at the board of the first trial election, and it was a lot of fun. And I was thinking of a project to offer during this round. And my idea was to develop something similar to WordPress, where you have a pre-made package that you can install easily on a domain and have a website, which will let you invite your friends and family as to create new EOS accounts using WebAuthn, so they don't have to worry about writing down on a piece of paper their 12 secret words as a backup of their private key. They don't have to worry about their private key because WebAuthn manages that automatically for you. On every modern phone, you have either Face ID or biometrics with your fingerprint, and it's in a hardware wallet. It manages the private keys for you. And the complication is that it's dependent on a domain name. So it only works as a wallet if you go through the domain name that you started with. And then what I envision happening is that this will require some trust. So it's not like a general wallet that whoever wants to can go there, but only invited friends and family who trust the person that actually installed this piece of software on their domain will go there. And the owner, there's active and owner keys for each account, or not keys, but levels of, how do you call them? So the active key will be the WebAuthn key from the user's phone. But if he loses his phone or it gets stolen or broken, then the owner key will be his trusted person who invited him and owns the domain, and he'll be able to give him access on his replacement phone, his new phone. And we can also structure this with a time delay where the board will be able to override or intervene in case of this website owner just disappearing, and helping the people salvage their accounts on EOS. And I propose that the winners of the first round with the 10 EOS, which is a very small amount, can use that to open accounts for their friends and family. It's about 25 accounts if you count, if you check the price of RAM currently. That's my pitch. Vote for me. Tell me about yourselves. What are you doing?
So I think we are a little bit shy here. Tell me, Ami, a little bit more about your project. As far as I can understand, it's like it's using a threshold and a multi-sig to keep the family's members protect. And but how all that stuff will help the community going for another level of, I don't know, like everybody's a win-win. And I mean the community, not just the families of one individual member. Can you just explain a little bit more for me to understand?
Yes, I believe that, you know, blockchain started with a crisis about trust, and we had broken trust with the large institutions, banks, and other investment conglomerates. And then we said we have to trust nobody. It's each one for himself. And I know that's a lot of responsibility to take care of backing up your keys in a safe way and reliable way. And many people don't want to bother with that, and they just want it to work. And I would love to have my family and friends be able to just, I want to tell them, don't worry about anything, just put your fingerprint on your phone and click here, click there, and you're done. And then we can use EOS instead of using Israeli shekels or whatever fiat currency is in your country, and just exchange small denominations, small number of tokens, and spreading that out. And I think it's not this solution will be the one that will take over and will be the only one and will be the great success. But I think you need to have this as an additional option, because instead of going from one extreme where everybody in the world trusts these few large institutions to everyone to himself, that's going to the other extreme, you can have something in between. So I know there are about 20 people that trust me enough to test the waters, and they can just transfer shekels to me, and I'll transfer them EOS, and they can play with that and just test the water. So that's my guess. And I want to develop this as open source and make it easy for more people in the Eden or the EOS community to install this on their website and have like a small trusted wallet for themselves and their friends and family. And once you have this wallet, you can interact with whoever you want in the EOS ecosystem, not just the friends and family. It's just to start the process, to open the account.
Okay. I like the idea. I like the idea of have, I don't know if it's the thing you are trying to provide to the community, but I like the idea of the community going in the direction of the multi-sig. Try to explain a little bit better the way of multi-sig works and try to use the family members to protect themselves with the private key. I think that it's powerful, and I think it doesn't matter if I have a lot of EOS or a lot of value locked in that wallet, if I can lose it very easily. So I would love to have an account, which is my wife or my father, whatever, or all of them in the same time have a multi-sig and a threshold that if something happened to me, they can access to those funds, or at least we can like create a mesh or a net of security. If someone stole my private key, my owner private key, I have my family can help me to really have access control of my owner account. I like that idea, and I like an idea of having a site where I can learn more about and set all that stuff in a easy way, in a UI or UX, very simple for newbies like me to access that ability of EOS.io. I think it's good. It's a good way to go, and let's see what my colleagues have as opinion about that. But I like the idea. I like the direction. I think it's a very good way to go in the EOS community because, again, doesn't matter if you have a lot of EOS, a lot of value, if you can lose them very easy. Cyber attacks or all that stuff, it's brewing, it's coming. I think it's a good way to protect ourselves. And if you have something that helps us, at least to make us think about it, how the multi-sig can help us to protect our account and protect our money, currency, whatever.
I agree. Yeah, I think we need to offer people some pre-packaged options and explain what are the options. So it simplifies, because currently it's a very powerful system, the multi-sig, but you have so many options, so you don't know where to start. So yeah, we need to give
I like
examples.
that idea. I mean, I like your idea.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Just as a reference point, there's one of the patent attorney that I'm very close with, and then one of his clients is filing for patent, in which a user can split his key to multiple of his devices, so that phones and laptops and some other iPads or whatever, so that you don't necessarily spread the keys around your family members, but then you can do that the machines and devices that you own. So that's one of the I just wanted to give you this reference.
Can you send me this patent?
No, I cannot.
Where?
I just heard that.
Okay.
It's not even being patented yet.
Okay.
Just an idea that came to the attorney.
So you're saying splitting the devices. So I signed something on my laptop and it's kind of like a 2FA. Then I sign it on my phone, and that's how I complete the MSig in a really simple way. That's cool.
Because usually most of the people owns multiple gadgets.
Right.
Well, I think, I thought about, Dan talked about something a long time ago, and I thought this would be something we'd have by now. I could have a smartwatch and a cell phone, and every time I want to sign something, I have to sign on both devices. It's just simple 2FA, but doing it with blockchain keys. Very cool.
I like that idea.
Yeah, the multi-sig of EOS is a natural fit for that.
I think security and safety is a spectrum. So depend how critical is your account or the value you store. So I think we must not forget that. It's a spectrum. It depends the level of security you want to have. And I think it's a good idea. Maybe not for all accounts, not all transactions, but for those ones you really want to keep safe, I think it's a good way to go to explain to the community or show some product to set up. what you're aiming, Hani. I like it. You have my vote for now.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna just vote you, Ami.
Okay, thank you.
Dun, dun, dun,
Oh,
dun.
no.
He leaves
Thank you.
for another fight.
I missed the heartbeat there.
Oh, good, Ami.
Thank
I'm
you.
Hey
more.
guys, I just want to say thank you for you all guys. You are a rock star. I'm a very happy guy. The last election I have very good guys, and again I have rock star here. And guys, please don't give up. I feel like the mood, it's like, oh man, we just have 60 people. This thing is not working. Guys, just let's work what we have. We have 60 people. Nice. We could have 0 or just 1 or 2. It's nice. Let's work. And I think Dominic is reaching a point, a breakout point. Like it's tired. It's maybe the expectations he put on this project maybe too high, maybe not. I don't know. It's just guys, let's work what we have and,
Yeah.
and be happy what we have. And
Send your love to
eyes on the
Dominic
target,
directly.
Eyes on the Yeah, I really want to say that to him personally in the next call. But
Okay,
I
good.
think it's important to keep that mood in a good direction. We are for 3 years. I was watching Zach Gall and Rob Finch talk about all that stuff, like the hype, and it was really nice to me. It's been a great call, a very good 3 years. I got a Blancos. Do you remember
Nice.
Zach? Maybe not. Too many people. It was good, and I think, guys, if you are not having fun doing this, it doesn't work. Okay, guys, just
Right.
it's
No.
my message. I'm just a newbie here.
I totally agree with you. You know, you're Nuno, right? Nuna?
Yeah, I'm Nuno, but Nudi Mar is my nickname. It's Nuno, Diana, Martin, and Margarita is my kids. So it's just
I
maybe
totally
people
agree
think
with you.
about Nudis. Yeah, but I think we should keep our eyes on the target, and here it's a big picture. If you get this done, we can do a lot of change in the world. That's why I'm here, to learn how all this process work, try to act and not just be aside and think the world could be a better place. No, it's just, come on guys, let's do something. If it's small, it's a Sunday. I can be here. I can talk with you. It's not a big deal. If you really want to change the world or do something, come on, you have to act.
Actually,
60 people doing it. Let's do it.
I helped a lot Dominic in the first election, and I was going to help this election too, but then I couldn't as much I wanted because there's some things going on in Korea right now. I mean, it's going to be huge. I'm seriously, some big thing is boiling. I mean, under the reed.
Should we
In
buy
a good
more
way or in
EOS?
a better way, in a worse
I think
way?
I think I might know. Maybe
You
But
might
it's
depends
good
if
or
it's
it's
the same
bad?
thing. But
yeah.
there are some
You
things. There are
all
some things.
you all
Come
know.
on, Zach, just stop with that hype, okay?
Well, it's not block one hype, so it's actually probably going
Okay.
to happen.
But it's good or bad? It's good or
It's
bad?
good.
Or is it
I hope it's
neutral?
actually separate from Hans, because then it'd even be more good news coming. But it might be the same thing. I'm not sure.
Is it different good news? I think it is a different one that I'm not aware of.
Well, then
But-
that's good. That's really good.
Yeah, it's even better
Now you
than.
have 2.
Wow. Actually, okay. If I give you some hint, actually,
This is recorded,
I mean,
so
I
keep that
can
in
tell.
mind.
I can tell.
Recorded in public.
It's not
Yeah.
secret or
Yeah.
anything. And so you guys know that I've been working on the KIOSA. It's a Korea Youth Token Holders Association, KEOSA.org, KIOSA. I haven't been really promoting in the English-speaking community, but then it's a sort of association that represents the EOS token holders. And why have I formed that is to represent the token holders to how do I say, pressure up it, because they have more than 11% of all circulation of volume in Korea, and then they haven't voted. So if they jump in, it's going to be huge because their voting power is going to be even bigger than block one, and then actually the impact would be quite massive. And then I think the whole the voting dynamics can change if they end up participating in voting. And then what you're going to ask them is not to charge the reward for the vote they cast, because the reward going to be come from the inflation directly anyway with the block one proposal, and then the codes that was tested by the nation, US nation in the Kailin Testament. So I think the direct the vote reward from the inflation is coming anyway, and then with the combination with that, up it not asking direct vote reward from the BPs will be quite powerful. And then where we end up with that, combined with Eden community, is that actually I'm building Korean Eden community slowly, and I think we have about 10 people at the moment. And obviously there's a huge language barrier, but then thinking about, I think having the thought of, separate Korean Eden community, we are aiming to have, at least 100 people by the end of August, and then have the separate election here. And then where it all ends up is, the Korean presidential election is next March 9th. And then there's a primary going on. Korea is very much bipartisan country. So there's two big parties, and then both of the parties are very much into this, what they call protocol economy, because they all know this, FANGs, Google, Facebook, Apple, these guys are taking all the profit, and then, all the gig workers not, having, even slightest part, they only getting very slight piece of the pie, right? So they all know that is problem. So they wanted to come up with this, what they call protocol economy, but then they don't exactly know how blockchain can play a role there. So those economists in the camp of the candidates, they know somehow blockchain might have some connection with that idea, but then they don't exactly know how that it can unfold in a specific way. For example, like what will decentralized Uber will look like, what will like decentralized Uber Eats will look like. They don't know it just yet. But then we are having idea of supporting a candidate who will legalize DAO in Korean legal landscape. We were gonna support them with the budget we will end up having with the Eden name.
Wyoming.
Yeah, and then if that happens, the presidential candidates, they are allowed to raise about 50 million US dollars amount of the money for their campaign. And then if they end up winning more than 15% of the vote, it's going to be reimbursed by the government. So even if Eden budget is spent for donation of any candidate who supports the agenda, it's going to be reimbursed anyway. So if it end up happening, and then if the candidate end up winning, it's going to be quite significant. Because why I think idea is relevant is because that Uber with Eden community, we are thinking about Eden with language community, like Eden English speaking community, Eden Chinese community, Korean community, Spanish speaking community. But then at the same time, Eden community can be defined by some sort of industry or like union, like drivers union or like deliverers union or those workers union as a cooperation. So if they end up making like a 1,000 drivers or like 1,500 deliverers, and then if they end up forming some union, and then if they end up receiving some funds, they can hire their own developer or like get a license of like say EVA or whatever.
Mhm.
It's going to
Right.
be quite impactful. And then those taxis having their EOS logo on the cab
Wow.
and
Yeah,
Eden logo, that would be very powerful.
that's big. Yeah.
Yeah. So all in all, but then those exchanges, they are having very existential crisis at the moment because Korean government is hammering them down a lot these days, and then they'll have to prove that they are eligible to get the license by the end of September. So they all focused on getting that license that is aimed to be decided by September 24th. So once that they are done that, so let's say there's about 67, 90 exchanges in Korea right now. And then I
That's a
think,
lot. 90?
yeah, all the shady exchanges,
Mm.
if you all include them all. But then I don't think more than 10 exchanges will survive that. So Bitham could be gone in any day, like because they have a huge risk, owner's risk. Anyway, once that is cleared, the Upbit will have more Upbit will be more engaged with the conversation. We are still in keeping in touch on touch base, and then they are quite positive. So we will see some changes in September October timeline. So it's going to be quite exciting. So primary will end between September and November, and the presidential election will be next March. So coming 9 months combined with the besides this bullish, I think it is bullish, looking at bullish is quite powerful.
Mhm.
I don't know how it'll impact the price of EOS, but
Hmm.
I don't know.
Putting
So
EOS in the conversation, everyone's bitching about the hashing. Obviously, it'd be cool to hear more, but it's putting it in the conversation. Like you're seeing in the press release and the news articles, it's getting EOS mentioned side by side with like all of the big names. It's not ideal for everyone, but it's a net positive. It's better than nothing, and
yes,
it's just a matter of expectations. Keep them reasonable, and then you won't be disappointed. I think a lot of us over the years have had too high of expectations and not enough delivery on a lot of it, so it kind of made us a bit jaded. But things are moving. There's a few things happening underneath the surface and separate from what Han just said. So there's reasons to stick around. Let's just say that I wouldn't be here if I wasn't so optimistic about like things boiling underneath the surface and things happening outside of block one and bullish also, because bullish and block one, that's just a side thing. Like whatever they do, great, but I have no expectations for it.
yeah. So this is different thing that from the good news you are talking about.
Yes.
Totally.
Han, was that the hint or was that the news that you were talking about?
It's the direction that I'm going. It's not even hint. It's just I just told you everything.
Okay.
Hmm.
We're not going to share that. Okay.
But
Yeah.
but then it is recorded anyway.
I'm joking. Yes.
Well,
I know.
whoever uploads the IPFS could honestly just cut it. I don't think it's a big deal.
No, I'm uploading it as is. I can't.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
whatever.
cut it.
Yeah, I doubt the 12
That's
people
okay.
that watched the round one will care.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna watch
that's
everyone's
okay.
round ones.
That's okay.
I'm only gonna watch probably round two on, just because everyone in round two is all actually competing. Whereas I'm guessing that most of the other round one groups were like this, where it's one or two people running.
I'm curious, Nuno. Where are you? Where are you? Are you
I'm in Portugal, and I'm in Portugal.
Portugal? Ah,
Portugal, yeah.
okay.
Beautiful country, beautiful people, and a little bit crossing a bad time because of COVID, because of all that madness. I think I don't know. I don't know how to say in English, but it's pretty much what Dan say. Doesn't justify the means. How you say that?
That's correct. The end doesn't justify the
I'm sorry,
means.
I cannot say
Oh.
that.
You
Yeah,
said it
exactly.
correct.
What we are crossing here. Yeah, with the vaccine and all the masks, and it's been hard. But I don't want to talk too much about that because I don't know. It doesn't hurt our time to talk about all that stuff. I think it's a beautiful country, and it's a lot of people, millennials like me, who want to change, who want to hack, who want to have something, a voice. That's why I'm here. Try to have a voice. Try to, I don't know, watch the world and act.
Does anyone know what breakout room
Like you
number we
guys.
are? Because we have to
12.
vote in this spreadsheet.
12, I think.
Yeah, room
I think
12.
it's
Okay.
12.
Yeah.
All right, I can fill it out for everyone if you got. Hold on, I'll do mine first.
Yeah, I think each one needs to write their vote. Do you want
All
to
right. So I can fill it out.
this up?
I could rate it for everyone. If everyone's voting for Ami, I could just. Man, this is so like. Unless someone's gonna watch the entire edit history, someone could just manipulate the votes on this spreadsheet real easy. But all right, I filled out my part, and I could put you guys' names too if you want. Let me see. Ami Hines. I took care of it for you guys. You guys don't have to do anything. I've put all of our names and votes in.
Good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
And I was going in Korea about what is your take about the COVID or the restriction, or I mean, we don't need to talk about COVID, but how people are going forward with all that stuff.
So sorry, Nuno. What was your question?
Sorry, I'm asking. My point is, I'm not clear. What I want to know about what is happening in South Korea is how do you guys are taking all those measures? Like here in Portugal, or in Europe, we are having a COVID passport. So if I don't have the vaccine, if I don't have a passport, I cannot go to the restaurant today.
Oh.
Okay. I think that is important too, to show to the world, because I have the opportunity, I have the floor here to give my view. And in Portugal, in this moment, I cannot go to a restaurant or a hotel. And it's really important for the Portuguese in the last few years, the tourism. I think we cannot go without a passport. I want to know what is happening the other side of the world, and I don't know. Just give me your insight about that. I'm really curious.
Zach, I didn't see. Where did you post that?
Breakout room 12 on the spreadsheet on the.
Oh, okay. I think we need to write that also in Telegram in the.
Oh yeah, I didn't do Telegram.
Too.
I don't know what we're gonna do in Telegram. I only did the spreadsheet. Do we just gotta say something?
I'll just write room 12 voting.
Yeah, there's no debate here. Man, COVID sounds shitty in Portugal, man. In the US, it's kind of like all the signs on the restaurants now say, or in businesses say, like, if you're not vaccinated, we recommend you wear a mask. If you are, cool. But there's no passports, so there's barely any people wearing masks anymore. There are some people, which respect to them, because like they're the only ones. Like there's like 3 people out of hundreds in masks anywhere in public now. But we have a very high vaccination rate. So
in Korea, what's happening is that we don't have to show passport or whatever. But then you have you cannot go to a restaurant after 9 p.m. That's
Ooh.
it. Yeah.
In
So
Israel, okay, go on, Han.
I mean, Korea is very, have a lots of nightlife, but then it's gone.
Mm.
So except for that, everything is pretty much the same. I mean, except for everybody wearing masks. But then we don't have to show like, passport or like the certification of vaccination or like PCR test or whatever. Nothing like that.
So in Israel, in the Middle East, we had this green passport idea, but we don't have it anymore. I'm not in a hurry to fly around the world because I just don't want to deal with all the restrictions going out and going back into the country. But internally, everything is calm, and we have more than 90% of the population vaccinated. We had a deal with Pfizer, where they're going to give us millions of vaccinations for the whole population, and they had this FUD campaign, very aggressive, to encourage everyone to get vaccinated, and many people did. And I think I saw some statistics about the Delta variant, which said that is very optimistic because it said that it's very contagious, but 10 times less deadly.
Better.
So if people get COVID, it's not going to be as bad. It's comparable to the flu right now. So there's hope that it mutated to be less deadly, and it's just going to be endemic.
Oh, good
But
to hear.
they say that the regular media is hiding that. They want people to be afraid and get the vaccinations. And I see that as a moral hazard, where a few companies get this tax money. We don't pay it out of pocket, so we think it's for free, and our government is helping us. But I think there are additional ways to strengthen your immunity, your immune system, and it all gets very ignored, and I think it's on purpose.
Okay, we will survive to that. Don't worry.
As a community,
yeah. Yeah.
Statistically.
Just have a voice. I mean, not the voice is not working anymore.
Not voice.com. Yeah.
Yeah, not voice.com.
Zach, I'm very curious. So
About
you
what?
cannot about the news. Anyway,
Yeah.
you cannot share anything.
Not on this
Yeah.
video,
Nah,
I'm guessing.
not here. No.
Off the record, offline.
Yeah.
You know, guys, from 3 years, for now, I just want to see something working and something you can put your eyes or your hands and deal with that and working. No more talks, no more hides, no more if it's happened, if. I think we all are tired of that for now. And everybody, we want something that works, even if it's small, even if it's just a little junky website, but if it's working, nice. No more. If this work, it's gonna be amazing. We're gonna be. We don't want to be. We want to be now. This moment, the present. Okay.
I agree.
And I think for now, I'm just putting my mind away of all that. Of course, I want to read Hope. I want to read Hopium, but I had enough. I have an overdose of opium. So now I just want to see something working, even if it's small. And I think Eden is doing the baby steps, but it's working. I'm not a member now because I felt like, come on, let the people really have the ability to do something, to go forward. I don't want to be begging. Oh, do you want to voice for me? Do you want to voice for me? just to feel my ego, to show to my colleagues or my home country, I was the first.
You should
I
be a
don't want.
member,
It's not
even
about
if you're
ego.
not putting
I will.
yourself
I will.
up to election.
With time, I will. But for now, I want to participate. I want to hack, but I want to let people work. Those people can help. You guys, you can help with concrete things. I'm a newbie. I just
Uh,
come here and
don't
I
think
don't
little
have
of
for now. I
yourself.
have very, very little to add to the community. Very little.
That's
So
not
I
true.
don't want to compromise myself.
I think
Not
if
true.
you understand the
Thank you,
process
honey.
of
Thank you.
Eden, that's a lot, and you should be a member because we need momentum, we need people, and not everyone is going to be a developer and able to do
I
the
know,
technical
I know.
parts,
But
but
I want to
you
say
have a
another
good
thing, Annie. I think
idea and you're a good thinker, then that's good enough. You should
but
be a member.
I can keep doing that without being a member, without have like merit with the community. Okay, I feel like that I'm married if I go forward with the process. For if one day I will, and I will be a good husband. But for now, just try to keep around, try to help, but not marriage with that's the process, the community. And I want to have another thing. It's not about quantity. I feel a lot of people talking on the chats like we must have a lot of people, we must create an impact. Come on, guys. We want to have quality, not
Right,
quantity. Okay?
that's
We
true.
want to have quality and good ones. People
Yeah.
who can contribute, who can be very loyal to the process.
Portugal
Not
is Catholic, right?
huge quantity of people just to firework and say, oh, we are 2,000. Wow, amazing. But
Yeah.
we have 60 people who can show
No,
up.
that's not good.
So, guys, I think it's slow, the steps, but very steady, very, very confident.
Portugal is a Catholic country.
Yes, we do. We are
So you
Catholic.
can be a husband on EOS, but you can divorce. It's easy and
Yes,
it's part of the
yes.
process.
I'm not
It's
Catholic.
part
just,
of the
just
deal.
to make sure.
Yeah,
No, but I
just the
understand.
mindset of the country. I know that.
Yeah. I'm sure. Yes. But it's a lot of pain, a divorce. It's like you miss some. You did something like, okay, I have an idea, an expectation of a marriage, and now things are not working. It's good. It's a valve, an escape, but still an escape, still a second. I want to be sure, Eden, it's important for all of us, and then be a member and be full commitment to that. And I think it's what Dan is aiming, and I totally agree with him. We must be careful with the people we can to the project, to this community. And
Right.
that is, I'm a surfer. I understand very easy that thing, because if we find a place to surf, very good, we are not going to share to everyone to come. We're going to say to the few people, the people really like it, oh, it's a good spot there.
Yeah.
Come with me. And then if you go there and you have the other members of that community, that place, they will look at you like, you are bringing another one? That guy is good. Surf very good.
So
He's
you
gonna
trust
help
the
you to
people.
surf, whatever. You trust
Yeah.
the people.
And it
And
takes
you say
time.
to your colleagues, just don't mess up. Just don't drop in. Just behave.
Yeah.
So for me, that it's something very, very natural. And I think Eden is going the right direction of my reasoning, because it makes sense. It makes sense. I have a community with people we trust, and that comes from Sumerians, Romans, all those people. They were keeping the circle very close to keep for disruption or revolutions or whatever. We trust each other, and here is, I think, it's my belief, it's not quantity, it's quality. Okay, doesn't mean I cannot help. I can help. Of course I can help. But I don't want to take time for those who are working hard and like Dominic or Lovejoy or whatever, or all you guys, or Anne or you guys. Okay, I don't want to be, oh, come on, I want to go to be just my ego be filled because I want to be a member. No, come on, guys, we have time. We have time. I believe we have time.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I understand. Okay.
Small steps, but good steps, steady steps, very powerful steps. And I
Yeah.
think it's that the problem. We want to show the world we are the best community, and we are. We are, guys.
How
And,
much time do we have?
small steps.